I think one of the goals we wanted to have here, like when you say an inclusive space, you want this to be home. They spend so many hours here, and what you don't want it to be is something where they dread coming here every day. The fact that we do have a longer school day, and I still say to this moment, I have not heard one kid complain about the fact that they stay here until 4:30 every day. It speaks to the fact that I think we've tried to find ways to engage them in more ways than just academically, whether that be spiritually, whether it be emotionally, athletically, and so on. I mean, I think OptimALL really pushes us to fully understand the kids, and it pushes us to make sure that our lessons kind of speak to that complexity of who it is that's in front of us, right? And so every kid really needs to appreciate that his learning style is valued, but also his voice offers a valuable perspective to the teacher, but also to the other kids that are in that space. I would even say for me, they pushed me to appreciate that, you know, there's data, but what's really behind the data? The data doesn't always just speak to the students learning, but also to how you're delivering information. And so can we push ourselves to maybe deliver our information in a different way that appeals to that kid and maybe other people too? I think for me as a principal, right, many of us talk about the greatest challenges with the role and how overwhelming it can be. And I think sometimes that overwhelm can result in some students being overlooked, unfortunately, or falling between the cracks. I think having an OptimALL here helps to make sure those kids don't fall between the cracks. Those kids constantly have advocates. And it's not even just the kids that are on their caseload per se, right? It's those other kids where when they're looking in the classroom and you can see Miss Hannah kind of reach over to that kid who's distracted or who's on a different website than he should be, because that happens here too. And for her to just give him that look, and all of a sudden he tightens up, or when you have a Dr. Gibson who's just walking down the hall and making sure the kids are doing what they're supposed to do, making the choices they're supposed to make, it's just super helpful. I think when I go to principal meetings, and I know we have Elise here just kind of championing the program, really holding me accountable too, right? I mean, as difficult as that may be for principals to hear, but I think it's good to have internal checks and balances, people that are making sure that all your kids are getting fed as they should. I mean, I say it in front of everybody I get a chance to. Lynn Esmail, OptimALL has been a true blessing for us to be able to open up this school and to accomplish our mission. Is really because OptimALL came to the table in a very meaningful way. The fact that they've been a part of this process, from the admissions interviews to crafting support plans, meeting with parents, assuaging a lot of those parent concerns, and making sure our students are getting the adequate growth and attention that they need. Like without them, we wouldn't be where we are.